Hi, my dandelions. I hope you're having a good week. I wanted to share a thought with you about forgiveness. This doesn't have to be about cheating spouse, just forgiveness in general. I'm going to have to read it because it's a little longer. I choose to forgive you instead of hate, not because what happened was acceptable, and not because it didn't leave marks within me. I forgive because holding on to hate would slowly turn me into someone I'm not. Hate demands energy, attention, and repetition. It keeps reopening the same wounds, convincing the mind to relive what the heart is trying to heal from. Forgiveness, for me, is not about you anymore. It's about releasing myself from the weight of resentment and choosing peace over inner chaos. Some connections end, some people leave, some truths hurt more than we expect, but I choose to walk forward lighter and not chained to anger. I forgive not to forget, but to finally breathe without carrying the past in every step. And that comes from somebody I will put in the description because I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Chamod Senevirathne. I'm sure I butchered that. That is a perfect sentiment, whether it's a friend, a child, a parent, a spouse that betrayed you. Forgive. You can't forget, but you can forgive. In the world of cheating, if you decide to stay and you're both working, at some point you have to decide, when am I going to stop punishing this person who cannot change the past? When am I going to stop punishing and turn my view toward the future? That doesn't mean you can ever forget what happened, but it means I can start building something positive. And you have to release you have to release that negativity. Now, let me tell you, it's not an easy path. And it probably took me a good 2 years before I quit beating him over the head about it, which says a lot about him for staying with me. So you will want to punish and you will want to remind, but at some point you'll say, to what end? We're not getting anywhere with this mind frame. You have to forgive it, put it back in the little cubby hole, and go look this way. It's like in that book Soul Shifts by Beverly DeAngelis. I talked about it in one of my very early Sprinkles video. And she said, when you have something in your, oh, Presley tells us when the wind is blowing. She says, when you have an event in your life that seems like it's coloring your whole life, it's like standing under a huge monument of some kind, and you see a chip or a flaw, and that's all you can see because you're too close and it's too big. But if you could step back away and see the whole monument in its entirety, you would see that that flaw, that chip, is just a small piece of it. It's actually quite beautiful. And that's your life. And so step away from that chip or that flaw and see what else is beautiful there. Focus on that. I'll see y'all the next time.